rent it. I mean, buy it. I'm sorry. It's a good game, but I want to move on real quick. Before we move on to the next game, Call of Juarez, right? I just like to say this to all the people online, on YouTube and everything. All right. You know what? I'm going to be a man, right? We're going to talk a little bit about BlazBlue.
This is, you know, right? Because a lot of people beat us up.
What? Especially me. Especially me, son.
Beat us up over it.
What? Yo, people sent, hundreds. I'm talking about hours of me sitting there watching people's response. You did not give BlazBlue a chance. You're not a hardcore fighting game. That is a real fighting game. What the hell is wrong with you?
But it's not okay. This is to put that to rest. We are very hardcore.
They don't know
fighting. Because this fact, we're just two guys that just happen to don't know. We have the convenience of being on their computer screen whenever they're ready. So it's like, okay, that is a great convenience. At the same time, it kind of detaches you from someone's experience. This is between us, we have a mega load of gaming experience. Not just we had all the different consoles from consoles started being made. That's so right now, we used to go to the arcade, not the little punk arcade you see at the at the airport or at maybe a mall. No, not those I mean real arcades. No, we were in Brooklyn, New York from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s where they had real games, where they had laundromats. You had to go in the back and play games.
That's right.
Grocery stores.
Bodegas. That's right.
Video stores. All them things. And people will play games. It was real back then. We had competition back then. So we came up, we played Atari, all that stuff.
They don't know. And, tell them about, I bet you all y'all big mouths out there who say we not real gamers. Remember you used to take your Neo Geo card, take it out your system, and take it to the arcade and put it in the slot, and you can save your game. So
people don't know. We're hardcore games. We hardcore fighting games. That's why of course, we're going back. We did a big up Street Fighter because it's a big thing. It's Street Fighter. That goes without saying. But we also came and said, hey, this game is crap.
Yeah,
because it disappointed us because the physics are broken. To the people who say it's not broken, you're broken. Because, it's the fact that if you could grab out of a special move or, someone could jab you to death, they could jab you out of a special. Something's wrong with that game.
I did my Raging Demon, my ultra combo with Akuma, where he says, prepare yourself, and then he grabs you and goes, die 1,000 deaths. I did that in front of somebody. Somebody actually grabbed me out of it. How you gonna grab me out of my ultra, man? Wow. Is that right? And then me and Corey, we record our games. Okay? So if we sat there and watched the gameplay footage, if Zangief hit you 3 times.
3 times he could kill you.
And kill your game. And then these dudes have the nerve to tell us that we beefing?
Yeah, nah, for real. I mean, it's out there like
the
that.
Game is not broken? We sit there, I sit there and look at all our game recordings. I said, okay, Zangief hit you. And these are not power moves. These are fair. These are regular hard punches.
These are regular moves. And
I'm gonna kill this whole thing, but go ahead.
I know it's okay. I play with Seth. Seth he has a lot of great moves, but he's broken. He doesn't take enough energy. His ultra does as much as a roundhouse on the floor.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
All right, and there's times where I do the special, not the ultra, but the big ball in front of him, and someone has walked up to me and punched me out of it.
Yeah, I see that happen.
Now we went back a little bit with Street Fighter, back to BlazBlue.
Because I don't want to eat, because we went off a little bit.
Where we did go off a little bit. But the thing with BlazBlue, man, is yes, it is a different kind of game. You have to know how to play it to get into it. My thing is that we both not really big fans of games where you just, juggle a lot. Yes, I'm not going to say you're not skilled to learn those moves because it's very much like Guilty Gear X.
That's right.
Because I did have that game for the last console. I don't remember if it was this console or the Xbox. It was a while back since I played that game. The game is nice. It's visually great. It's just different change of pace. But at the same time, it's once you get to the nitty-gritty of it and you start having a certain caliber of opponents, what you're going to do is it's all about, who could juggle and link the most, which does take skill, but it's that's not real fighting for me. It's we're just kind of tired of that, how the people just could grab anytime you want, or they get you in a position where you can't do anything. You got to sit there and take the licks and take the licks. Okay, cool. They put it in the game for a reason. If we don't want to play it, fine, we can just not play it. But the fact we love fighting games. We're fighters at heart. Yeah, go ahead.
No, can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
I just want to say, I say I'm wrong. I said it was a block button in the game. And I just want to let you know in episode 27 that I was stand corrected. A lot of people sent me emails and said, oh, look at this guy. He's an amateur. He's a noob. He said there was a block button in the game. If you look at the episode 26, when I said that, I said, I just turned the game off. Didn't I say that? Yeah. I said I played for a while. Yeah. After that little short guy and his dummy character beat me up. and I played for a little bit, I just turned it off. You know what I'm saying? And everybody will agree with me when I say this. Even the haters will say that everybody will not like that game.
No, it's not. Every fucking game is not made for everybody, but especially in the fighting genre community, we're milking this. I think this is our unofficial raw deal segment because we just jumped into it.
Go in the raw deal.
It's just like Dead or Alive. All right. Let's take it back just a little bit. Dead or Alive, people love Dead or Alive because it's made from Team Ninja. They're known for crisp, beautiful graphics. And the game, Dead or Alive, has great. Dead or Alive 4 and 3 have great looking moves and stuff like that. But let me tell you why Dead or Alive is even on the map. I remember back in '98.
Go in.
I was in Texas.
Go in.
And this is when they had Electronic Boutique out, right? I went there looking for a decent game because I had Tekken, I think, 2 or 3 at the time, whatever it was. I just wanted something else, change the pace. The guy behind the counter said, yo, there's one game here, Dead or Alive. Yo, it's the best fighting game ever. Yo, you buy it. You never bring it back. Okay, cool. Go back on my PS1, pop it in. I'm playing and I'm like, the moves are like so-so. You know, they like all right. I played Tekken, the moves, they have a lot more moves, it's better than. And then, you know, once I really went into the game a little bit more, I realized why he told me the game was great.
Of course, why? He must be Patrick.
Because the girls, as you all know, Dead or Alive 4, are very voluptuous, right? You know, scantily clad and big bouncing breasts. Okay,
that's
the
why.
3 Bs. And let me tell you this: the first Dead or Alive, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna play this game. I'm gonna play this game and just, you know, beat it. I like beating a game with every character, just like see whatever cinema, whatever, and then take it back. Once I beat it with everybody, did whatever I had to do, I unlocked an option to make the bounces in the breast even more bouncier.
Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of sick crap is that?
And they know what it made sales too.
No wonder this guy said this is the best fighting game ever.
Ain't the best fighting game.
There's an option in there to make the breast extra bouncy. What is that? That's not fighting. So that's why DOA got on the map, because people said, okay, it's a regular fighting game, but it got breasts in it. So that paved the way for DOA 2, and then I got a bigger following that made 3 and then 4. So DOA is on the map because of breasts, not because of great fighting. It's still not a great fighter.
Y'all made him go in. We only got like a limited time.
We got a little bit of time, but yo, we had to go in for the fighters because everybody's gonna have different things they like and don't like. And one last thing, this is my personal opinion, not so much Mike's. The only real good fighter, or at least 3D fighter game that ever came out, for the console at least, was Bushido Blade. You go ahead and look that game up. People who know about that game, stand up, because you know what game I'm talking about. You know what that game is about. That is the only real 3D fighting game out. I don't care what you compare it to, that's real. Not just juggling and grabbing and doing special moves. And no. All this extra stuff, it's pretty, but it takes away from the real element of the game.
Son,
Bushido Blade is the real game out there.
You got hit.
You tell him that Corey Neo Supreme said that.
That's right.
Check it out.
Y'all got hit mad because we look at all our emails.
Look at all that stuff.
And if y'all and none of y'all can front, we reply to you guys.
Yeah, mainly Mike.
Because I be on there. I guess I got no life, but you know, he has a life. He's like, yo, I can reply to some, but I can't reply to everybody like you, son. But we reply to y'all, so we keep very close connections to our viewers and our followers because of you guys is the one what makes us what we are right now.
Right.
So just to wrap up, which we went way over BlazBlue. Yes, I was wrong.
It had to be done.
Yes, I was wrong about the blocking. Yes, I did not give it enough chance. I didn't play it that much. I admit it, so you can't front. I am man enough to say I did not play it enough.
We've been it, you know what I'm saying?
And
you got to give him that. You can keep
sending
sending comments, and you could say, that's right, you better admit you're wrong. But you know what, man? It takes a big man to be humble,
that's right,
say you're wrong, as opposed to being Big Billy Badass all the time.
But all you guys who've been bashing us about the Transformers review, mad emails been getting this saying, yo, Mike, you know what, man? I played the game. You was right. It was boring after a while. It wasn't really nothing. Even on X-Play, we don't even reference to X-Play. X-Play was dissing it. Yeah. Even X-Play said they give it, this game is on right. They gave it a 3 out of 5.
Oh yeah, like the multiplayer. It's nice.
Oh yeah, you played that jump.
The multiplayer is not bad. The multiplayer is decent with the I guess the fact you could use all the Transformers, you could use the beefed up Optimus Prime, the Gold Megatron, all that other stuff.
But it's too limited.
That's what I don't like. It's too limited. Yeah, you can have the buildings and stuff, but you got borders. I mean, you're big giant robots, and you got planes to fly around. I think you're gonna need a little bit more real estate to play around in. So the multiplayer, is not bad. It's not bad, but it's damn sure not the greatest.
Hey man, I don't. You know